Fishing with Wigs is brought to you by Wig Jigs. When you absolutely, positively got to catch something, reach for a wig jig. And Wig Mart, one garage, all your needs. February 5th, Wando River. Water temp's 56 degrees, which is really, wow, kind of warm. That's surprising. Got an incoming tide. Well, I'm gonna throw the wig jig, man. Yeah. That's the test today.
Namesake.
Is to prove that thing does catch fish. When you absolutely gotta catch something, reach for a wig jig.
I saw that little straight tail.
Yeah. And I haven't caught a fish this year.
I've only caught 4 flounder in Charleston.
And they're supposed to be extinct.
Yeah. I told someone and they were like, where? There we go.
Dude!
Trouty trout!
All right, on the jerk bait. Was that on a jerk bait or jig?
No, jig.
There we go. That's all I want is my video with you catching all the fish. Nice, dude.
You're like, all right. Dude, right off that little nook right there. Former catch and release expert, holds fish wrong.
Yeah. There he is.
There he is.
I can't get in the damn film. Boom, there we go.
Bigger too.
All right, now, dude, that's what I'm talking about. The wig jig. When you absolutely, positively gotta catch something, reach for a wig jig. All right, that's all we needed right there, dude. We can fish now. That is all we needed.
You're like,
so different kind of rig here. We got the wig jig on a cork float, about 18 inches. I'd like to get up front here. Yeah. God, I mean, I've caught so many trout right here too. Yeah?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
kind of called a shot on that one.
Yeah, man.
Fought it for 10 seconds, get to the boat or the beach, go to boat flipping. Once I'm done, nice.
Huh.
Like, just dead in the water. Right?
Yeah.
I've been fighting.
Oh! You kidding me, man? Dude, I needed that fish. I needed that fish. Damn, I felt like I just had another bite. I did.
Because you did. You got him off.
All right, there we. Damn.
Not very tournamenty of you.
Oh. You get bit again?
No.
Wig jig got him. Yeah, he choked that thing too, man. He got it. Little trouty.
Little body fish right here. Hopefully.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I didn't even feel him hit it. He was just kind of there. All right, so quick update here. You can see it's cold and it's pretty windy out here. And
cold?
Yeah, well, it's cold for South Carolina. And it's hard to fish without a trolling motor in these type of conditions. But you know, we're working at it. We're trying to put ourselves in positions where we can present a bait to fish.
for a long enough time that they're gonna hit it. That's the problem. As you've seen, it's like we just get blown up against the bank. You get like one cast and then that's it. So you do what you gotta do. It's still fishing, we're still out here having a good time. And the day ain't over. All right, there we go. We got it. Nice, pretty trout, man.
Uno más. Ned rig again. Post frontal conditions, blah, 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 something or other. Woo. Pretty fish.
Good job.
Right in the
Good
grass.
job. There he is. I was gonna get the camera on me because I knew I was gonna get one.
Good camera on me. Woo! Uh-oh. That was
Jerkbait. Oh. Little
one
guy.
just hung heels.
Little guy.
Right on this grass point right here?
I mean, yeah, that's set up perfectly.
Yeah, go.
Oh, yeah. We gotta get this one. Nice, dude.
You know they talk about like dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. I wasn't fishing. I wasn't doing anything. I was dead drifting.
What did you do? Just dragging it? Or
The boat was dragging it.
oh, okay. Actually, this needs to be hard to fish with the trolling motor. It's really ripping. There he is.
There he is.
Jerkbait Central right here, dude. Jerkbait Central! Dude, right on the camera, Bo. First cast with jerkbait. Right when we're about to freaking roll right into the grass. I'll go. All right, so that's it, folks. We're gonna wrap it up here, man. It is well, it's about 2:45, and you know, I was out here fishing with my man JJ today. JJ and I go way back to our DNR days. He was a graduate intern for me working at DNR. And dude, I mean, what were we paying you? What were we paying you?
$10 an hour.
$10 an hour. Can you believe that, folks? Anyway, we had an okay day today. We had some challenges and stuff like that we had to overcome. You know, we're fishing in a boat that I'm not used to fishing out of. No trolling motor, lots of wind, lots of current, but we made it happen. We did catch some fish. And JJ, man, so what did you get him on today, man?
I kind of started out throwing little northern minnow, sea assassin, bass assassin, I don't know, paddle bait or paddle tail. It's got a little bit of blue fleck on a 1/4 ounce jig head. Usually I'll go 3/16, so I went 1/4 because when you're like drifting and spinning, you don't have quite as much time to like let it sink as much as you like. So just kind of, I don't know, power fishing more. I hate when people say that, but it's kind of true.
Yeah.
And then like when the front came through and it got like kind of weirder and like real high ceiling, went with the like boring like YouTube rig, and I threw the Z-Man TRD in Drew's Craw on a 6 ounce Ned head. Once again, I went 6th instead of the 10th one, just because, like I said, we were kind of spinning and you didn't have a chance to let it sink as much as you could. But this worked good second part of the day for me, and yeah, I don't know, it's the most boring bait in the world, but it does kind of work.
Got it. So just wanted to give you kind of a summary of how things went today. As you saw, it was pretty challenging. You know, we're fishing out of a boat. We got no trolling motor. The wind was blowing 15 to 20, and we got an incoming tide, so we had a lot of current. So you're dealing with wind and current, and just a lot of different factors pushing the boat around. And it was tough to fish. It was challenging to put your bait in front of potential fish for very long. So we struggled with that. We still ended up catching a few fish. Wanted to talk to you real quick about what I caught some of my fish on. You heard from JJ already, but let's start Again, you heard about the wig jig, and yeah. So I caught a couple of trout on the wig jig, but this is, you know, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on the wig jig, because you're looking at it right now and you're like, man, that's just a crappy jig. Well, this one actually has, I've added, you know, just a little matching trailer to it, a matching grub to it, which is, it's not a Z-Man, it's kind of, I don't know what brand it is, but basically just to give it a little bit more castability and you know, change the rate of fall on it. So I fished it that way, did catch some trout on the wig jig that way. I also fished the wig jig another way too. So today was all about I needed to test this wig jig to prove that it does catch fish, which it does, and it will catch anything. So with that said, the other thing I tried, didn't catch any fish on this, but this is another great way to fish the wig jig, is with a cork float like this. Get yourself 18 or, you know, whatever length of leader you need depending on the depth of water that you're fishing. And again, I've got a wig jig down there tied on, and this is great for anglers that, you know, maybe are going to get likely to get snagged on the bottom, or they're not going to be able to detect the strike. This allows them to be able to see that strike. So again, another great application for the wig jig is yeah, fishing it under a cork float. It didn't do it today. I didn't really give it time to fish very much today, but anyway, that's another good opportunity, another good option. And then finally, you know, just the regular good old-fashioned, you know, wig jig. And this is the one that, again, it just looks, you know, terrible when it's out of the water. It looks junky, but when it gets in the water, it's a great looking bait. It's more than just a crappy jig. So, you know, there's a lot more to it than that. So anyway, it's just an oversized crappie jig. And finally, last but not least, of course, I had to throw the jerk bait, because in the wintertime, in February, and again, it's February 5th, high temperature day was like 48, 50 degrees. Water temperature, again, we said it was like in the upper 50s. Man, if you ain't fishing a jerk bait right now, I don't care whether you're bass fishing or trout fishing, red fishing, whatever, man. You need to have a jerk bait tied on. So caught a couple on the jerk bait too. So that's it. Hey, thanks again for joining me on this trip. First trip of 2022. I'm psyched about the upcoming season and filming some great content, and hopefully getting some more subscribers. We'll see what happens. Take care.